guys, Mr. R here. It's Wednesday. It's raining outside a little bit, but I hope you guys are having a good day. Today I just wanted to do a little kind of refresher on division. So we're going to look at two different kinds of division today. We're going to look at division with and without remainders, okay? So one of the best strategies that you guys can use for doing your division is skip counting. So skip counting will help you with your multiplication and your division. Another thing you can do as well too is if you guys want, I can print you guys out kind of a multiplication table, and that multiplication table, right, really helps us kind of figure out kind of our multiplication and kind of division problems, okay? So the first one we're going to do is we're going to do kind of a little bit of division with the remainder here. So we're going to do 27 divided by 6, right? So we have our number here that we're dividing, and what we're dividing it by on this side right here. So we have to do 6 divided by 27. So what we're going to do is we're going to see how many times 6 can go into 27. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the skip counting that I talked about. So we're going to go 6, next number is 12, 18, and 24. So I can't go any more without going over 27. So 24 is going to be my number that I'm going to put underneath. So I'm going to take 24, I'm going to put it right underneath 27 there. And then what we do is then we just do some subtraction there. So 27 minus 24 gives me 3. So I can't put 6 into 3, so that's going to be our remainder. So up top here, what I'm going to put down is I'm going to put how many times 6 could go into 27. So it could go in 24 times, as we saw when we did kind of our skip counting there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 4 and then a little R3. So that signifies that that is a remainder. So that's left over. We cannot divide that any further down because 6 cannot go into 3. Okay, so we'll do a couple more here for practice. So the next one we'll do is we'll do 32 divided by 5. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to see, can 5 go into 3? Nope. So I need to figure out how many times 5 can go into 32. So we're going to do the same thing we did with the last one. We're going to do some skip counting here. So skip counting by 5s, usually always one of the easiest ones, right? Because it's always either going to end in a 5 or it's going to end in a 0, right? So it's usually one of the easier ones to skip count. So we're going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, right? So now I've went over, right? So I need to see what's the biggest possible number that can fit into 32 there, right? So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So it'd be 6 times, right, at 30, right? So it'd be this one right here, because that 35 is going to be too big, right? So then I put down 6 up top here, and then I write down my 30. And then again, I just do that subtraction. So I take away 30 from 32. So now I have 2 left over, right? And 5 can't go into 2, so that's going to be my remainder. Remainder of 2. So we'll do one more here for practice. And this one here will be without a remainder, right? So you'll know it'll be one with a remainder if you cannot put the number being divided into it anymore, right? So like with example, the past two there, we could not put our number we're dividing it into anymore. So that's always going to be a remainder. So now we're going to do 81 divided by 9. So this will be one that doesn't have a remainder. And we're just going to use our skip counting again for this one here. So we're going to go 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, and 81. So I did that just kind of by skip counting right there, right? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that one fits in perfectly, right? So I just put down 9 right at the top, and I put 81 underneath. And I take that away, and that gives me 0. So there's no remainder. So that's just going to be one without a remainder. So it's just 9 times 9. It's going to give us 81, right? So that's kind of a nice, good way to do it there. So when you guys are working through your division or your multiplication questions, you guys can always use kind of those skip counting techniques. Or like I said, I can also print off kind of the multiplication tables for you guys. You guys can also kind of find them online. If you just kind of search it up on Google, type in kind of a multiplication table, and that'll help you guys out a lot when you're kind of doing your division and you're kind of doing your skip counting to kind of figure out all those kind of things. Okay, so I hope that helped a bit, guys. Have a great day. If you have any more questions, please email me. Thank you. Goodbye.